one's gonna fall. That the Falcons. Looking for some space, looking for someone to pass to. They're going to push the tempo. That pass is going to be stolen away by John Glenn. The Falcons will have the basketball again. They'll maintain possession here. Danny Devine again with the basketball now, passing over down low. Devine, corner three. She wants it. She's not going to get it though. Rebounded by Culver Community. Throws it down. Right corner now for Culver Community. Pass it over to the far right corner of that court here at LaVille High School. Top of the key now for Culver again. It's in the corner, right corner. Been a lot of perimeter passing so far tonight for Culver. If you're Culver, you got to think, you got to get some shots to go down low. A lot of your shots have been from about from the elbow spot. It's been great defense though for John Glenn. No passes. Another steal, but a three will not go for Culver, for John Glenn there. Substitutions now coming in here for the John Glenn Falcons. Number 5, Addison Reese. Number 10, Deline Nance. Pass over, good pass back to McHugh. She's gonna Culver does have 2 schools down there. For 3, that one's not going to fall. McCune, Ava is not going to get the ball like she thought she was. Stolen away by John Glenn. John Glenn's going to slow down the tempo. And all of a sudden, the Falcons have gone into scoring droughts. But that might change with the corner three. That's not going to change, though. Rebounded. Well, with 1:16 left to go, 13-9 as you scored. The Falcons in the lead. Well, how about this for Culver? You want to talk about good, disciplined basketball.
The second quarter, they've turned it around quite heavily, I gotta say.
Yes. This has been good fundamental basketball here for Culver community. John Glenn on that scoring drought. This is what Culver needed.
You know, from scoring 3 points from a albeit crazy three to getting another 6, that's pretty decent. And limiting this Glenn deep.
Now. Expect Ava to take this last shot. Pass it back. Long three. That one's going to fall. Two buzzer beaters to end the first quarter and to end the second quarter. That time.
It's a really good uniform.
Yeah.
To Culver. Remington returns for jump left. Team third.
All right, got it.
And that one is going to... Good spin move, down low, layup, not gonna go. Put it back up there for the rebound. She's got it again. How about that? The Lady Lancers putting it up there to make it a 5-point ball game, 24-19. Momentum definitely back on the side, and it's gonna be stolen by John Glenn. It up there, now low, and it's gonna be blocked. There's gonna call on the arm. The head coach for Culver Community again. Not Six-point ball game, 24-19. John Glenn in the lead. John Glenn just now recently starting to pull away in this game. That one's gonna fall.
Culver's coach fired up,
Yeah.
going to talk to the referee.
He is not happy at all. It seemed like a late call, to be honest with you. It seemed like that whistle blew after the buzzer went off. They're gonna let the Falcons shoot too here.
Oh.
A weird way to end the third quarter here.
Gotta agree there. It's just, you don't see it every day.
Kind of like a head scratch for all the fans here, just kind of confused on what's happening. Just got a stat update here. 7 turnovers in the third quarter for Culver, and that can all be thanked to the defense for John Glenn. tonight. Hoosier Tire is driven to support the Lakeville community and support LaVille and LVH1 Broadcasting. Best of luck to the Lancers from Hoosier Tile. Passion, pride, and success. Been a good ball game so far here. 27-19, Culver down by 8. Let's talk about what John Glenn needs to do here to secure this Bicounty win. Winner goes to the championship in the Bicounty tournament. What does John Glenn need to do to close out this game?
John Glenn just needs to play the style they've been playing these last few minutes.
Yep.
Because I'd argue Culver's had the momentum except for the last few minutes. Here, John Glenn needs to just force the turnovers, be patient, get the shots going, and if Culver keeps fouling, make those free throws.
Yeah.
And it's a clean trip to the championship, playing the winner of tonight's other game, Bremen or LaVille.
It will be John Glenn basketball to start it off here. Passing down low inside the paint, looking. Culver community really trying their best to shut down those passing lanes. Pass back out.
You see, in this moment of the game, you realize the difference between these two teams, with Culver having 3 underclassmen in the starting lineup, John Glenn almost entirely seniors. This is the moment where their leadership comes true and the inexperience of Culver can shine, but it could also turn the tides of the game at any moment with their youth.
You are definitely seeing the experience of John Glenn come through in this second half. They really changed some things up in the locker room at halftime, and this is Addison Reese with the 3 for John Glenn, and Culver now back up against the wall with 6:20 left to go. 30-19 ball game. Bad pass, Ava McCoon just not paying attention. It's going to go back to the John Glenn Falcons. 6:14 left to go.
11-point game here.
For the Falcons to get that one to rim in. 5. Layup, not gonna fall, rebounded by Culver. Definitely not impossible for Culver to come back in this ball game, but it's gonna be hard. In the corner now, looking for someone to pass it to. It's gonna be McCoon down to Will. Man, 32-19, 4:53 left to go. To go here in.
During the second quarter.
If you disagree. Together, they had a tough loss last night to Northwestern.
You know, anything can happen in March.
March Madness, that's why they call it March Madness for a reason.
I'm still trying to.
For John Glenn, it's 35-19. Williams now with the ball for Culver, gonna kick it back out. High arcing pass. Williams down low, put it up there. It's gonna be fouled though. 2 shots coming up here for Culver. It's been a tough night for Williams up the free throw line.
That's so annoying because it's definitely something you can fix, but you can't fix in the moment.
Yeah.
You just need to just work better, ideally.
That one there, not falling again. 4 minutes to go. Jump ball is going to go with Culver Community. 3:51 left to go in this ball. But then the exact opposite.
You know, if I'm the Culver coach and we do come, and they do come.
Has next up. Timeout called by Culver. Culver will call the timeout just to try to get something working here. So that 3 will break the scoring drought here for the Cavaliers.
Gotta say, not a bad time to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Talk it over with your team, entering the pivotal 3 minutes, final 3 minutes. I mean, you never know, they can go on an insane run right now.
For what they seem, should get into.
Raise your first. Team third.
Just couldn't get that one. Enough arc, enough power. Four-court press, though, set up once again here by Culver.
If this Culver team is one thing, it's relentless, I gotta say.
Yeah. It has been good, strong defense here. Trying to get it set up here. Over in the corner there.
I locked?
Are you, Rob? What? What happened? What the fuck are they saying? No. Okay.
Mask down. It's time to lock in.
Yes, sir. Oh, there we go. That's better.
You tell me when you're ready. Are you going to start us off like you always do every time?
Yeah, I can start us off. We might be live, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. All right, Lancer fans, welcome to this matchup between the LaVille Lancers and the Bremen Lions, second round of the 60th annual Bicounty tournament. Brooke Edison and Eliana Grubbs to tip off. The Lancers come up with it.
Markin passes to Kusky.
Over to Weil, back to Kusky.
Decent on the wing.
Back up to Kusky, over to Weil. Lancers in their offense.
Kusky with it still.
Back to the wing, shot fake. Lancers having good ball movement here. Down to Markin, back up top to Kusky, over to the wing. Weil drives to the corner, a shot for two.
No good. Kyla Foster with the rebound as she drives it up the court for Bremen.
Slowing things down now, Bremen. Passing the ball around the outside.
Foster wanted to shoot, drives to the wing, is blocked by
Michaela Kusky. Michaela Kusky bringing the ball up the court. Getting the Lancers into their offense. Over to Deason. Back to Kusky, over to Weil. Weil back to Kusky, over to Deason. Looked like they were gonna go low, but it wasn't there. Back to Deason, a skip pass to Weil.
Back to Kusky up top.
Down low to Markin, back out to Deason. They swing it around the outside. Lancers.
Great ball movement by the Lancers.
Down low to Markin for a shot, and it's wide.
Long.
Still long.
Bremen now coming up with it.
Grubbs driving to the basket. No good.
Wanted the contact, didn't seem to get it. Kusky is now bringing it up the court.
Lancers getting a play set up. Down to the corner. Sorry. To the corner to Markin. I was going to say Denny.
Decent on the wing.
Over to Weil, back to Kusky. Back to Weil. She drives, kicks to Decent for a three-pointer. Off the back rim, but a rebound by Brooke Edison to give the Lancers a second chance. Weil going to work inside to Markin. Markin drives,
And it gets fouled.
and it's fouled.
It's going to be a Lancer ball out of bounds.
Foster. First.
Kyla Foster's first foul.
Jasmine Foster checks in. For good.
Number 31, Jasmine Foster checks into the game for the Lancers, replacing Markin. Lancers inbound. Michaela Kusky up top. Swinging the ball over to Deason. Deason back to Kusky. Over to Weil for a three-pointer. And it's off the front rim.
Lancers having a rough shooting performance so far. Can't seem to get anything to go. As Bremen are now on their offense.
Bremen swinging the ball around the top. Now they drive. Tries to kick to the corner, but there's nobody there. I think she thought that number 11, Emma Lawmaster, was going to be there, but it didn't seem that they were on the same page. Lancers bringing the ball up the court. In their offense. Swing to Deason. Back to Kusky, who drives, kicks to Weil. Weil back to Kusky, over to Deason. And a shot for Weil, and she tickles the twine with that shot. The Lancers up 3-0 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half.
The Lancers finally seem to get a three-pointer to hit, as that is their fourth three-pointer of the game so far.
Fourth shot attempt. Kyla Foster for 3.
And it's good. They answer right back. Tied up now 3-3.
Kuski bringing the ball down the court to Deason, back to Kuski, kicks it to Weil, tries to get it inside to Brooke Edison, but it's stolen. The Lions bring the ball up the court, pushing it hard for the layup, and it's off the front rim.
Edison with the rebound. She gets it stolen. Bremen ball.
Kyla Foster tries to force a pass, and there's a foul on Abel Weil. Looked like she was going for the steal, didn't quite get it.
Fouls on 14, Everwise.
Subs back in for the Lancers. Denny Markin in for Abel Weil. Both teams only have one foul in this first quarter.
Bremen trying to drive to the middle. Still with it in the middle. Now they pass up top, three-pointer. No good. LaVille Lancers rebound.
Kuski pushes the ball up the court. Over to Deason. Kuski kicks it to the corner. A drive by Edison, a first shot, and she's fouled. Brooke Edison is only 5'8", but she loves driving in to the rim, trying to get a foul call, trying to make it as her free throw goes in. Her second shot is also good. Lancers lead by 2 now with a little under 3.5 left in the first quarter. Lancers trying to pressure the ball on defense.
Bremen trying to get something going here.
Dribbling around the outside. And now a shot. And it's off the shot clock. It'll be Lancer ball. The Lancers are letting up a lot of wide open shots here. Once these shots start falling, it might be a very close game. Kuski brings the ball up the court now. Over to Deason.
Had the open shot, doesn't take it.
Over to Markin. Markin back to Kuski. Kicks it to Deason for his 3. And it's off the front rim. Foster battling for a rebound, but it falls into the hands of Kyla Foster.
Kyla Foster's going to push it up the floor fast as Grubbs drives, but loses it, and it's a turnover. Lancers ball.
It seemed like she was trying to get to the basket, lost control. Maybe she wanted to put up a quick shot. Lancers bring the ball down the court now. Over to Deason, back to Kuski. Kuski to Markin. Over to Kuski. Kuski for a 3. Off the back rim. Rebound for Moyer.
Over to Grubbs on the wing.
Grubbs to Kyla Foster, who drives. Foster
kicks it out for a Bremen 3.
And it is off the front iron. Kyla Foster with the rebound. But stolen away by Denny Markin. The Lancers bringing the ball up the court now. Running their offense. Passing around the perimeter. Bremen's in a 2-3 zone. Foster with the ball in the corner. Trying to find something.
Lancers playing very calm.
Markin back to Kuski. Kuski fakes to Deason. Back to Markin. She drives. Kicks it to Kuski. Over to Deason. Over to Edison in the corner. Good ball movement by the Lancers. Kuski for 3. And she knocks it. Lancers up 5 now, 8-3, with 1.5 minutes left to play in this first quarter. Sub Ava Weil for McKenna Deason. And you can see on this Hoosier Tire instant replay, Kuski gets the ball and knocks down the shot.
Nothing but net.
Bremen trying to get something going in the offense. Stolen by Foster. Ahead to Edison for the layup. And it is blocked out of bounds by Kyla Foster.
Great defensive effort by Kyla Foster there as she gets back and gets the block for her team.
And on this replay, you can see Edison didn't really have control of the ball, and she gets blocked by Kyla.
as Markin makes a nice, comfortable mid-range.
Ball being brought down the court by Emma Kincaid. She drives, kicks to Foster, who shoots a three, and it's off the front rim. Jasmine Foster for LaVille grabs the rebound.
Kuski's now bringing it up for the Lancers.
Over to Weil. Inside to Foster. Foster looking for options, kicks it.
Another three.
And it's off the mark. Rebound Edison. Over to Foster, who kicks it to Markin. Looks like the Lancers are going to try and get one shot here. Over to Markin on the wing. Up top to Kuski. Kuski over to Weil. Weil gets it to Kuski, who kicks to Markin. Lancers being very patient.
Weil with it now, back up to Kuski, back to Markin.
Back to Kuski, who fakes the shot. Inside to Foster, who loses control, and it's stolen by the Bremen Lions, who are bringing it up the court very fast. A half-court heave, and it's just short of the rim. And that'll end the first quarter. You are listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we are back to start this second quarter. LaVille leads 10-3 in the second round of the 60th annual Bicounty tournament.
Grubbs with it now. She brings it up for the Lions. Hopefully trying to get something going with this Bremen offense.
Grubbs drives, kicks to the corner for three. Off the front rim.
Brings it down, Lions, put it back up, no good. Get it again, put it back up, and it's fouled.
That'll be on number 23, Denny Markin. It'll be her, number 14, Ava Weil. That's her second foul.
First free throw's no good for Grubbs. Edison checks back into the game for 14 Weil.
Grubbs for her second shot.
And she drains it.
Refs talking to each other. Not sure what about. And the officials do call it on number 23, Denny Markin, instead of number 14, Ava Weil. And Remy, I thought it was on Markin initially, but the refs didn't seem to think so, but they came together and they got it figured out. Kuski with the ball.
LaVille are being full court pressed, but seem to break it very easily.
Pressure on Foster. She kicks it to Deason on the wing. The Lancers going to slow things down now.
Markin bounce pass to Deason, looks to shoot, doesn't want it.
Skip pass over to the other wing to Kuski, who brings it up top herself.
Deason back to Kuski. Kuski drives, kicks it to Deason, or Markin. Kuski with it now.
Deason fakes it low, back to Kuski, over to Markin. And Markin loses control, but it's still Lancer possession. Looked like she got it tipped out of her hands by Foster there.
Inbound Lancers, Kuski with it.
7 minutes left to play in this second quarter. Decent to Kuski. Kuski gets the ball deflected. Jasmine Foster battles for the rebound, and it's a jump ball. It'll be Lancer ball.
Lancers to inbound. Inbounds to Deason, looks for the shot, doesn't have it. Over to Markin. Markin taking her time, passes to Deason. Deason back to Markin. Markin has a comfortable space up top. Over to Weil, over to Edison. Foster has it in the middle as it is on the wing with Weil as she takes it up to the middle. Markin with it now on the wing. Getting pressured pretty hard. Over to Weil, to the middle to Edison. Edison drives, kicks it out over to Markin. Markin drives, wants a shot, and a travel is called on Markin. Possession to the Bremen Lions.
Remy, it looked like she wanted to pass it low to Foster, and then realized that she was guarded pretty heavily and didn't have anywhere else to go. She had to travel. Grubbs bringing it up the court now for the Lions.
Pressured by Edison as it's kicked out.
Foster for three, and it's off the front rim. Grubbs drives, kicks it.
Grubbs for three.
And it's in and out. Markin hits the ball, and it's going to be Lions ball out of bounds. Seems like the fans thinks that it should be Lancer ball, but it looked like Markin hit it out of her hands. You can see on this replay, Grubbs shoots the three, and as the ball's up, it does look like Markin hits it out of bounds. Meanwhile, Brooke Edison gets her first foul.
Lions to inbound, Grubbs with it.
Grubbs drives right, kicks out to Moyer. And a steal by Foster over to Kuski, who slows things down for the Lancers.
Weil with it now, over to Edison. Edison takes it baseline, kicks it back out to Weil, back up to Kuski.
Good ball movement by the Lancers there, swinging it around the top.
Foster drives, wants the shot, and it gets blocked.
She thinks there should have been a foul. I don't know if there was.
Grubbs with it now. She drives middle.
Kicks it out to Moyer. Moyer kicks it to Foster, who drives. Over to Kincaid. She takes a pull-up jumper and is fouled. A late call by the ref. I don't know, Remy, what do you think?
That was definitely not a foul.
You can see on this Hoosier Tire replay, they get it inside, and Brooke Edison cleanly, maybe not so cleanly, blocks the ball. Kincaid's first shot is good.
The foul was definitely on Edison, not Kuski, but guess the refs didn't see that.
It's the second time the refs have confused it, as Kincaid makes her second.
Kuski's bringing it up for the Lancers now.
The Lancers now have 3 team fouls with just under 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
While spinning, Foster in the corner.
Skips it over the top to the other corner to Deason.
Great pass by Kuski.
Inside to Edison, and she finishes.
Great pass by Michaela Kuski down to Edison.
And a great finish with the reverse layup. Grubbs drives. She puts up a shot, and it falls.
Very, very great, tough finish by Grubbs there. Kuski brings it up now.
Inside to Foster, who drives. Gets it stolen by number 11, Emma Rawmaster.
Kyla Foster with it now.
And a foul called on Michaela Kuski, a blocking foul. I don't know, Remy, it looked like a good contest. She had her hands straight up. What do you think?
I think it could have been either way. I don't know how the ref saw it, but
looks like the replay shows that Michaela Kuski definitely was in good position and had her hands up, but questionable call by the refs. Kuski's second foul, she'll be subbed out. Maddie Singleton and Denny Markin come in for Kuski and Foster.
As the Bremen Lions make both free throws, Weil brings it up now. 12-9 game, just late into the second quarter. Market out to Weil.
Inside to Edison. Singleton on the wing.
Weil back up top, trying to get something going.
Inside to Edison, who drives. Kicks it to Singleton. She thinks about a shot. Up to Weil. Over to Deason, who gets it low to Markin. She drives inside, kicks it to Weil for a three.
Weil shot.
Off the front iron. Maddie Singleton gets the ball stolen away from her after getting the rebound. The Lions pushing up the court.
Foster for three.
And it's good. What a huge momentum shift the Bremen Lions have just had. It is now a tie game, 12-12, with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half.
Huge shot by Kyla Foster to tie up the game. As the Lancers seem to be struggling now offensively, and a
timeout called by Nick Amor for the Lancers. You can see on this replay, Kyla Foster just knocks that three right in. You're listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
And laughter, inspired by family gatherings and one-on-one conversations, inspired by long walks, long lives, and lives simply lived well, inspired by compassion, by healing, by grace and strength. What inspires us at Franciscan Health is you. Franciscan Health, inspiring health.
Hi, I'm Trip Lukemeyer, Director of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Welcome back to Daly Cox Gymnasium, where the LaVille Lancers are taking on the Bremen Lions in the second round of the 60th annual Bicounty tournament. Bremen is on an 8-2 run and has tied up the game with the LaVille Lancers with just under 3 minutes to go in this first half.
LaVille trying to get work back up offensively as they're slowing down quite a bit.
Lancers have had nice plays this game. A three by Everwise.
No good.
Wrong rebound. Fighting for the ball. And it's a timeout called by the Bremen Lions. Good pressure by the LaVille defense after the shot was missed. You are listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
It's 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have two choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left and that's when you see it.
Just wear your seatbelt. It's an easy way to save your own life. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute wants to remind you that choices matter. Click it to live it.
And we're back after the Bremen Lions timeout. Coach hopefully talked over to him, try to get them to just keep going with their momentum right now. As Foster has it.
Kincaid up top for three. It's no good. Battling for the rebound. And it's Lancer ball as it was knocked out of bounds by the Bremen Lions. A sub in for the LaVille Lancers, Jasmine Foster for Brooke Edison. Lancers still have 4 fouls. No fouls to give in this second quarter.
Weil with it, over Deason on the wing.
Deason back up to Weil. He thinks about throwing it to the corner. Deason over to Markin. Up to Singleton. Passes over to Weil.
Weil with time. Over to Deason, down low to Markin. Markin swing past to Weil, down low to Singleton.
Singleton, nice move inside, gets it to Foster, who powers through. No foul called. And the Bremen Lions get possession.
Scruggs brings it up now for the Lions. Drives middle.
Puts up a shot. No good. Another shot, and it's good. The Lions now lead the Lancers 14-12 when they were previously down 12-4. Lancers,
just like that, anything can happen.
Lancers have not scored a point for about 3 minutes now. But Markin changes that with a smooth pull-up jumper.
Her jumper ties the game as the Lions bring it down the court again.
Minute left in the quarter.
Pass middle.
Kincaid off the glass.
Answers right back with a mid-range of herself.
The Lancers now, a little under a minute left to go in this first half. Taking their time, bringing the ball up the court. Maybe thinking about getting one final shot. In the corner to Foster. Back up to Wild. To corner, Markin for three. And it's off, but Maddie Singleton hustles for that rebound. She gets it to Foster, gets it to Deason. Over to Wild.
Lob pass to Singleton.
Singleton inside to Markin, who gets it down low to Foster. She battles for the ball, gets it to Markin for a pull-up shot. In and out. Kincaid swings it ahead to Foster for three.
Pull-up three.
And it's off the front iron. The Lancers still have 15 seconds. They do not have to rush this final shot. They can probably get a couple passes and a nice open shot for somebody here. Inside, stolen away. Wild for three. At the buzzer. And that'll end your first half. The Lancers down 14-16. And that was a rough half, Remy.
Pretty intense. Seemed like LaVille had a very comfortable lead.
But Bremen just came right back. And now we'll kick it to Nathan Tingle and Braxton Stone for halftime report at LVH1 Studio.
The benefits of choosing a career in the union construction industry are truly limitless.
Some of the things that I've worked on that I'm extremely proud of are some of the pipe racks that we just built for Eli Lilly.
Yeah, there's a lot of different avenues to grow and to advance in your career.
If you're a senior and college isn't for you, in the trades there's so many opportunities. You get to work with your hands, you get trained for free, and the options are unlimited. You can do so many different things with this career.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Hi, I'm Trip Lukemeyer, Director of the IHSAA Foundation. Each year, over 160,000 student athletes compete in high school athletics within our state, learning the value of hard work, persistence, and integrity. The IHSAA Foundation works to empower and support this next generation of leaders through scholarships, leadership development, and sharing the benefits of education-based athletics. To learn more about our mission and how you can help high school athletics make a difference, visit ihsaafoundation.org.
I'm Dwight Freeney, and my friend Eli is alive today because someone said yes to organ donation. When Eli was 12 years old, he received a liver transplant that saved his life because someone just like you said yes to organ donation. Say yes to being an organ donor next time you're at the BMV and give someone in need a second chance.
Like me.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree. We care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
School in Lakeville, Indiana. It's time for the 60th annual Everwise Credit Union Bicounty Tournament on LVH1 Broadcasting. LVH1 is brought to you by Everwise Union, Betcher's Auto Sale and Service, Hoosier Tile and La Paz Lion Club, Cornerstone Community Fellowship, and the Union North United School Corporation. From LVH1 Studios, I'm Nate Tingle alongside Braxton Stone. Braxton, it was a first great half of basketball here, but it's currently Bremen in the lead 16-14. Some stats here, currently leading the Lancers in scoring right now. You got two leaders right now. Denny Markin with 4 points, and then Brooke Edison with 4 points also. But on the other side of the ball, it's been mainly Bremen to get back in this ball game. It was a 10-3 game early. LaVille was in the lead, but Bremen quickly came back with quick 7 points from Kia Foster, number 10 there for the Bremen Lions. You look at the turnovers, though, they've been pretty well matched up. LaVille had 5 turnovers in the first half, and then in the first half for Bremen, it's been 6 turnovers for Bremen. So the turnovers been a little sloppy gameplay. What does the LaVille Lancers need to do to get back in this game?
I think that would be the best time to reveal this. Walking in the hallway, I heard Coach Amo after yesterday's game talking to an assistant saying they're going to get shots up. We need to limit how good those shots are. And that's exactly what LaVille did for most of the first half there. Yeah, and Bremen, they're a really good shooting team. They really showed it there in the second quarter. Really in the first quarter, it was all LaVille, but you got into the second quarter, it was all Lions. They were getting good shots up. Their defense finally settled in. And obviously, this is really a big road game for Bremen here in the Bicounty tournament. Winner goes to the championship to play the team that we just saw play in John Glenn. That was a great game. But you look at Bremen, what does Bremen have to do to keep this lead? Obviously, it's only a 2-point game, 16-14 game, a lot of game left to play. What does Bremen have to do to win this game? Well, I've noticed from Bremen, especially second quarter, it's been a physical ball game. And you can say that about the last game too, but this is a quite physical game. And I think that part of that could be because these teams have a rivalry against each other. Yeah. And I think the best way Bremen can maintain this lead and eventually possibly go on to win is to play that physical bully ball and get those good shots up that they normally do. It's Bicounty madness. Anything can happen at any time in this tournament. Before this game, you had the Culver community, you had the John Glenn game. That game really coming down a little bit to the wire there. It was a close game all the way up until halftime. All third quarter, though, it was all John Glenn. The Falcons really took over. But then in the fourth quarter, John Glenn had a huge lead, and Culver hit some crucial threes there to get down to I believe it was a 7-point game there. Culver couldn't get it done. It is John Glenn in the championship game. If you had to give a prediction, who will John Glenn have to play here on championship night, LaVille or Bremen? Who can pull it out? You know, putting all my biases aside, I think Bremen is just a really tough team to game plan against. And LaVille, I'm sure Coach Amor can pull something out, but I think Bremen is just barely going to overcome this LaVille team. It's going to be a very close, very entertaining game, none doubt. Yeah, nonetheless, really good, entertaining game. If I had to give my own score prediction, I'm going to have to take the LaVille Lancers in this one. I think this one's going to come down to the wire. 16-14 ball game right now. This is a really good game. I'm going to take the LaVille Lancers. From the studios at LVH1, this is LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
The journey doesn't begin at number 1. It begins before anyone is watching. Before all eyes are on you. It's the journey that made you number 1. And from day 1, it's the extra you give. Extra work, extra hustle, extra sacrifice. And I don't mind being a little extra. And neither will our next number 1.
With the number 1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better everyday after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree. We care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
And we are back in the second half of the second round of the 60th annual Bicounty tournament as we have LaVille and Bremen. LaVille 14, Bremen 16. Great first half for both teams.
Bremen is currently on a 13-4 run, which has allowed them to come back from their 12-4 deficit in the first quarter. Lancers, good ball movement. Kuski for 3, and it's good.
Her three-pointer falls, her second of the game.
A swish for Michaela Kuski. Grubbs brings the ball down the court for the Lions. Makes a move, drives to the middle, gets it knocked away.
Tries to pass down low, tries to throw it up.
Michaela Kuski steals the ball, drives down the court.
Edison down to Markin. Markin puts up the shot, no good. Rebound.
Kincaid, who brings it down the court, trying to go coast to coast. And it's a foul on Denny Markin. And the Lions will be shooting 2. As you can see on this Hoosier Tire replay, Kincaid passes inside, almost stolen by Markin, who then commits the foul on number 21, Grubbs. Her first shot is good.
Grubbs' first shot's good. Her second shot also good. It is now 17-18, Bremen up 1. Kuski's bringing it up the court. Deason back to Kuski. Over to Weil on the wing. Weil skip past to Deason. Kuski with it up top. Tries to pass down low, but it is a kick ball. Possession, Lancers.
The Lancers have still been very poised even after the Bremen Lions have come back. The Lancers only trailing by 1 point now, 17-18, with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And a foul is committed on number 10, Kyla Foster.
Foster, it's her second, team first.
Her second of the game as the Lancers inbound the ball.
Kuski with it now on the wing. Drives middle, whips it out to Weil for her 3. It is off. And Edison
saved by Edison, but Lawmaster takes it the other way for the Bremen Lions. She drives baseline and is out of bounds. LaVille ball.
Great defense by Kuski there.
Seemed like Lawmaster trying to draw a foul. Didn't get it, and it's LaVille ball. Inside to Edison, who kicks it down low to Foster. High off the backboard, and it's no good.
Here comes Kincaid.
Down the court, puts it up and in.
Kincaid making it look easy for the Bremen Lions.
And what a move by Kincaid. She kind of scooped it and had a nice lay on the right side.
LaVille now down 3 as Kuski has it up top. Deason looking to close the gap, and she does.
With a 3 of her own, and the LaVille Lancers are now tied with the Bremen Lions. Bremen being guarded tightly by the Lancers. Kuski not letting Kyla Foster get her shot off, but a backdoor cut, and she knocks in the floater.
Great move by Foster. Great ball movement by the Bremen Lions.
And this is going to be a game, folks.
Decent with it on the wing. Down to Foster.
Foster
big
kicks it.
Pass. Wild drives.
Loses control.
You hate to see that.
Looked like she had good positioning. Probably would have had a nice, tough bucket, but just loses control.
Grubbs with it now.
Grubbs to the right.
Kincaid.
Good move inside by Kincaid, and a foul called on Jasmine Foster. I did not see it.
Might have been a bit of a late call.
It's her first team second.
As Kincaid will now go to the line.
Kincaid at the line, shooting 2.
Kincaid drove into the basket. It looked like Foster had a nice contest, but I guess it was a foul as she knocks down her first shot.
Kincaid 4 of 4 from her free throws tonight.
And now Kuski will bring it down the court for the Lancers.
Her free throws now put the Bremen Lions up 4.
Kuski over to Weil. Back to Kuski, over to Deason, who skips it to Weil. He gets it down low to Foster. She drives baseline, puts up a shot, no foul call. Kincaid pushing it down the court for the Lions. Kicks it over to Sawyer for 3. Moyer for 3, excuse me.
That 3 puts
Naomi Moyer knocks down that 3 for the Lions, putting them up 7.
Decent up to Kuski.
Kuski over to Weil. Over to Kuski, back to Deason. Back to Kuski, thinks about shooting, passes it over to Weil. Skip pass is almost stolen by the Lions, but saved by McKenna Deason, and a timeout called by the Lancers. You're listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
We have an opportunity to do something special, and I want to be part of it.
Lob it up, throw it down!
We have a dream as an organization to be an NBA championship organization. People are going to find out about the Pacers.
We're back. LaVille Lancers ball, down 7. Trying to get something going here. Edison with it in the corner, up to Kuski. She drives to the middle, kicks it out to...
Threw it away. It
Thought
seemed like she was trying to get it to Deason, and just threw it out of bounds.
Grubbs brings it up now for the Lions.
Dribbles left. Kyla Foster with a quick 3, and it's good. The Bremen Lions are now up 10 on the LaVille Lancers with only 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Kuski now with it, trying to get something going for her offense here. Decent for 3, no good.
But Foster knifes in for the rebound to give the Lancers a second chance opportunity.
Edison with it in the corner, up to Kuski. She drives middle.
Kicks it to Foster. Her shot off the rim. Edison tries to get the rebound, but no good. Grubbs
down the court.
Kicks it to Foster for another three, and it's in and out.
Markin's bringing it up the court now after Foster's miss. Decent with it on the wing. Back to Kuski. Over to Markin. Her three-pointer is good.
And that's huge for these LaVille Lancers. It gets them a little bit of momentum. They're only down 7 now. Maybe a close game here.
Foster with it.
Up to Moyer. Moyer drives. Over to Wallmaster for three.
And it's good. It's just a game of threes at this point.
And that kills the Lancer momentum because now they're down 10 again with a little under 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Kuski passes middle to Edison. Edison drives, kicks it out to Deason, back up top to Kuski.
Kuski, lob pass over to Deason. Back to Kuski. Over to Markin. Gets it down low to Foster, who drives. Goes up for a shot and is fouled. She's been trying to get that foul call all night, and she finally does. Bremen's second foul of the quarter. And you can see on this Hoosier Tire replay, Markin passes down to Foster, who instantly drives baseline, puts up the shot, and is fouled.
Foster's first shot is good.
As number 23, Tegan Feathers, subs in for Naomi Moyer. Foster for her second shot. And it's good. The Lancers trail by 8 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
Grubbs with it now. Driving all the way, kicks it out to Lawmaster. Lawmaster's three, no good. Markin rebound. Skips it up to Deason. Deason slows it down. Gets it to Markin. Markin to Kuski.
And a foul called on the Bremen Lions. That'll be Emma Lawmaster. Her first foul, Bremen's third foul. And if you're the Lancers right here, you got to know that you have a quarter left to play and that you don't need to rush anything here. You want to get good quality shots. And I think that's what they're trying to do. Foster inside to Edison. Gets it to Deason.
Deason up to Kuski. Lobs it over to Markin.
Fakes the pass down low to Foster. Deason inside to Foster.
Edison in the corner, she drives.
Kicks it back out. And it's tipped. Maybe a questionable call by the refs there. It didn't seem like it's tipped.
Kuski for three.
And it's no good. Brooke Edison battling for the rebound. Denny Markin slides on the ground and gets the jump ball call.
Possession LaVille after that jump ball as they fight for it on the ground. Great effort from both teams there.
Decent inbounds to Kuski, who gets it right back to her. She stretches it. And now it's a lob to Deason, and a good finish inside by the Lancers. That play was drawn up just for McKenna Deason. You can see the Lancers both got a little screen there for the lob. As Bremen misses a three, and the Lancers are down 6 going into this fourth quarter.
Great momentum by the LaVille Lancers. Looking to keep it going into the fourth.
You are listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chances just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking.
And we are back to start off this fourth quarter in the second round of the 60th annual Bicounty tournament. It'll be Bremen ball as they lead 33-27. Kincaid with the ball, drives in, kicks it out to number 21, Grubbs, who drives inside, and a travel called on Grubbs. She doesn't think so, but I think she definitely slid her pivot foot, and that'll get you every time.
Crucial turnover by the Bremen Lions. LaVille still having momentum, bringing it up the court. Weil with it now. Back up to Kuski, over to Deason. Deason back to Kuski. Kuski drives, kicks it out to Deason. Deason
three from Deason and an air ball short of the mark. Timeout called by the Bremen Lions. And we'd like to shout out LaVille DECA. LaVille DECA supports us literally with the DECA Stadium seats available for rental during home games at Daly Cox Gym. Rent one and enjoy the game in comfort at the next Lancer home game. You are listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
And we are back. Score is 27-33 with a Bremen lead as Bremen is bringing it up the court now. Grubbs with it.
Lancers fighting through the screens.
Kyla Foster's three
is off. A rebound tipped out of bounds by McKenna Deason, who couldn't grab it off the rim. And that is a crucial rebound for these LaVille Lancers, trying to gain back some momentum as they're down 6 with 7 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter.
Great defense by Weil. Foster, her three-pointer.
Off the mark again, but a rebound by Kincaid, who puts it up and it's off. Battling for the rebound, it'll be LaVille ball as Kincaid tipped it out of bounds, fighting for the rebound.
Edison comes into the game for Deason.
I think Nick Amore's trying to get a better rebounder in there. Brooke Edison has a substantial amount of rebounds most games, and I think Nick Amore knows that that's what this team needs right now. Almost stolen by Kyla Foster, but the Lancers retain possession. And a foul called on Bremen. That'll be number 10, Kyla Foster.
That's Kyla Foster's third foul of the game. Their best player getting into foul trouble is not great in this fourth quarter. Foster drives middle all the way, and it gets blocked by Kyla Foster as Bremen come the other way. Foster back with it, pull-up three, no good, off the front iron.
And that's what I'm talking about, Brooke Edison with the rebound.
Gets it stolen right away by Foster.
A take by Michaela Kuski for a foul. Bodies flying all over the floor, and Kyla Foster's shot goes in. I don't know how there wasn't a foul called there. A charge might have been called on Michaela Kuski, and a foul on the two bodies that fell to the ground right there. As a three goes up.
No good. Bremen brings it down.
What a series of events. And that's off Bremen's foot. It'll be Lancer ball. A great deflection by Brooke Edison to get Kincaid to kick it out of bounds. It'll be, sorry, I didn't see the replay there. But as you could see on the replay, Brooke Edison tipped it off Kincaid's foot.
Kuski down low. Back out to Markin. Kuski up top still.
Over to Weil.
Weil
fakes the pass to Kuski. Over to Edison in the corner, who drives.
Throws it off the Bremen defender.
Oh, a foul called on the Bremen team. On number 23, that'll be Tegan Feathers. It'll be,
Kincaid, her second.
Foul's on Emma Kincaid, her second foul. Lancers inbound to the corner for Weil. Weil inside to Edison, who puts up a shot, no good. Battles for the rebound and commits a foul of her own. That'll be the Lancers' first team foul this quarter. As you can see on this Hoosier Tire replay, Weil drives, gets it to Edison, who puts up a decent shot, but it's no good. And as she's battling for the rebound, she grabs onto number 23, Tegan Feathers' arm, and pulls her to the ground.
Kincaid bringing it up the sideline, gets pressured very hard.
Feathers makes a bad pass over the middle, and Kuski,
with the steal,
lets her know about it. Ahead to Weil.
Weil over to Kuski, almost stolen by Foster.
Down low to
Markin shot is
and
good.
It's good.
Denny Markin could not seem to miss that shot.
And a timeout called by Nick Amore, and the Lancers are only trailing by 6 now with 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. Before we go to the break, we'd like to shout out the Hoosier Tire facility. Whether it's on the racetrack, the hardwood, or the field tonight, Hoosier Tire is driven to support the Lakeville community and support LVH1 Broadcasting. Best of luck to the Lancers from Hoosier Tire. Passion, pride, success. You are listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
Official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, text official to 317-943-9030.
And we're back. LaVille 29, Bremen 35. A very intense fourth quarter as Nick Amore calls another timeout.
And before this timeout,
timeout Bremen, sorry.
Bremen calls the timeout, actually, and we'd like to shout out the Lancer Booster Club. Whether it's the game balls on the floor or the equipment broadcasting behind the scenes, the Lancer Booster Club is a vital part of students and student-athlete experience at LaVille. Thank you, Lancer Booster Club, and go Lancers. And we are back with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. LaVille trailing 29-35 to the Bremen Lions. As Grubbs tries to get something going, almost a turnover, a bad pass.
Kincaid with control now as she drives, passes
Grubbs
out
up
to
top. Sorry. Inside, and a tough layup to put the Bremen Lions up by 8. A foul called, or was it a line violation?
I think it was a line violation on Brooke Edison. I'm not 100% sure, but it is Bremen ball again.
So a line violation call on Brooke Edison gives Bremen another possession to try and extend their lead to 10 or 11.
To Grubbs. Grubbs looking to get something going. Over to Foster.
Foster working on Markin, drives inside and gets the foul call. Looked like she just threw her body and got the foul call. It'll be Denny Markin's third foul, as the coaches for LaVille are very upset with the call. Foster to inbound, gets it to Grubbs up top.
Grubbs for a three.
No good. Weil with the rebound, gets it to Kuski, being pressured by the Bremen defense. Almost loses control, but gets it back.
Kuski brings it up now. Kuski wanted it in the middle, but
couldn't get it there.
Kuski to Weil.
Weil over the top to Deason. Back to Kuski. Over to Weil.
Weil long skip pass to Deason. Down low to Edison.
Who gets it up top to Michaela Kuski, who drives, kicks to the corner for three. Air ball, but a good rebound by Brooke Edison, who makes the lay.
Edison gets stuffed by the rim, gets a rebound, and puts it back up to score 2.
And the Lancers showing some serious heart here and late in this fourth quarter. Bremen with a nice floater, no good. And a foul called on Denny Markin fighting for the rebound. It looked like they both went up for the rebound, but Denny Markin might have brought her arms down as she was going for the ball, which led to a foul. Her fourth and team third. Lancer coach is upset that no travel was called on the initial hop step by Grubbs.
Lions to inbound. Get it to Grubbs for an easy 2, but she
smokes the layup. Ahead to Weil, takes it inside, kicks it back out to Deason, who gets it to Edison.
Edison
who drives middle.
Away. Great pass.
Inside to Foster. Foster kicks it to Kuski. Over to Deason, who drives.
Deason back up to Kuski. Kuski over to Weil. Weil back to Kuski.
The Lancers are slowing things down here. They don't want to get a forced rush shot. Over to Kuski for three. It's short, and she airballs. Foster with the hustle to try and save it, but it'll be Bremen ball. And Remy, the Lancers don't need a rush here. They have just under 3 minutes, but they're only down 6 points. That's only 2 3-pointers, and they're right back in this game.
Lancers seem to be settling to just chucking up.
Brooke with a steal, gets fouled, and that'll be Bremen's third foul of the quarter. After Brooke Edison stole the ball away.
Kincaid, her third.
That'll be Emma Kincaid's third foul and third team foul for the Bremen Lions. Looks like the Lancers left a little early there. Now they run their inbounding play, almost stolen by Foster, but a foul called on Kyla Foster as McKenna Deason is down on the ground, and she looks like she is hurt.
Kyla Foster gets smacked, McKenna Deason gets smacked right in the face.
Smacked. Smacked in the face. Denny Markin comes in for McKenna Deason. She has 4 fouls, so she ought to be careful, but so does Kyla Foster, as I'm now looking at the scoreboard, brought to us by Cornerstone Community Fellowship, proud to support LVH1 Broadcasting all year long. And a 2-hit by Jasmine Foster as Brooke Edison gets a reaching foul called on her. That'll be Brooke Edison's third foul and Lancer's fourth. So both teams have 4 fouls now. So the next foul that each team commits is going to be free throws. Markin guarding Grubbs.
Grubbs dribbling.
Loses control of the ball, and it'll be Lancer ball. A lot of body there, but no foul call. It looked like Ava Weil cut her off. Grubbs just lost control, fell down, lost the ball out of bounds. It'll be Lancer ball.
Weil with it on the wing.
Skip pass over to Markin. Quick back to Kuski.
Weil with it on the wing, back to Kuski, back to Markin. Wants something down low, can't get it. Kuski drives to the right side, kicks it to Weil as she tries to drive, gets stuffed.
Kuski swings it over to Markin, who tries to get it down low, nothing there. She dribbles inside, gets it to Foster for the quick pull-up jumper. Misses. No rebound for the Lancers as as Kincaid takes it down the court. And a foul call as Denny has her back to the ball. That'll be LaVille's 5th foul. Remy, I did not see a foul there. Denny Markin had her back to the ball, hands straight up in the air. As you can see on this Hoosier Tire replay, Kincaid comes in, Markin just puts her hands up, and a foul called. Questionable call by the refs. as Kincaid knocks down her first free throw, extending the Bremen lead to 5.
Not entirely sure how that was a foul. If she kind of just
put her arms up,
she had her backwards.
back to the ball, and they called a foul. That's insane, in my opinion.
Decent with it. Lob pass to Kuski. Kuski three-pointer.
And it's good! And the timeout called by the Lancers as they trail by 3 now with 1:25 left to go in the quarter. That was a huge shot by Michaela Kuski to put the Lancers right back in this game. You are listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
And we are back. Game is 36-39 after a huge three-pointer by Michaela Kuski. Lancers in a press. Gets broke pretty fast.
The Lancers trying to get pressure on the ball. Grubbs up top, guarded by Weil. Now to Lawmaster, who gets it to Foster.
Foster to Lawmaster.
And it looks like the Lions are going to try and hold out the clock.
Grubbs drives.
Gets a layup but smokes it. And a jump ball. Possession will go to LaVille. And that is a huge rebound by Michaela Kuski to get that jump ball and keep the Lancers in this game.
Michaela Kuski having a very, very great game, trying to keep her team in this game.
Under a minute left to go in this fourth quarter, 45 seconds left. Lancers trail by 3. Edison inside, fumbling with the ball. She gets it back out to Ava Weil, gets it to Kuski. Over to Deason, back to Kuski. Kuski trying to draw the defender. Weil up top, skip pass over the top.
Kuski with it now to Weil,
who skips it to the corner to Brooke Edison. She drives, puts up a shot, it's no good. She gets her own rebound, gets it to Weil. Weil back to Edison for 3. It's no good. And Foster fouls with 14 seconds left on the clock. The Lancers trailing by 3.
Very big three-point miss by Brooke Edison.
And you can see on this Hoosier Tire replay, the first shot by Edison misses. She follows her shot, gets her own rebound, and gets a shot in the corner, almost wide open, and just misses. Very big shot for the LaVille Lancers.
As Grubbs hits a free throw.
Grubbs makes her free throw, putting the Lancers down by 4 with 14 left in this game. Her second shot is also good. Lancers down 5, and Bremen Lions call a timeout. And that, you hate to see that, Remy. That just kills the momentum of the game. But the Lancers are still in this. They get a 3, a quick stop, and they get a good shot to end the game.
14 seconds is still a lot of time.
We'd like to shout out the La Paz Lions Club. Whenever a Lions Club gets together, problems get smaller and communities get better. That's because we help where help is needed. The La Paz Lions Club, we serve.
Hey, you got it. Good job.
Thank you. You're listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation. And we are back with 14 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The Lancers trail by 5, getting heavily pressed by Bremen, trying to get a quick shot and then maybe a stop.
As Nick Amor calls a timeout after getting it past half court. Hopefully trying to draw something up. Hopefully to get a fast bucket. They need one. They need a big. Honestly, if I'm Nick Amor, I'm trying to draw up a three-point play. That's just me. What do you think about that, Braden Foster?
I'm thinking Nick's trying to get a quick bucket, either a three-pointer or a layup of some sort. Call a timeout, have his team press up, get a stop, maybe foul if they get to that point. But he's trying to get a quick bucket, stop the clock, and have his team in a position to maybe win this game. You are listening to LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.
And we're back, crucial to...
Ava Wild for 3 and she airballs. There's 0.3 seconds left on the clock, and Remy, the Bremen Lions have this game won. You hate to see it. You think LaVille could have maybe gotten a fast bucket, tried to get a final shot, and that'll be it for the LaVille Lancers as Bremen wins the second round of this Bicounty tournament and advances to the championship, beating the LaVille Lancers 41-36.
Great effort from both teams there. Bremen just outplayed LaVille.
I mean, I agree, Remy. I mean, LaVille had a comfortable lead in the first quarter, and then Bremen went on a 13-4 run to bring them back in the second quarter, put them up by 2 or 3, and the LaVille Lancers could just not come back from that. Stayed down the entire second quarter and second half of that game, and just couldn't make it happen towards the end. A couple big shots fall for the Lancers, and they might win this game.
Well,
that's it for your LVH1 broadcast. Pound it, noggin. See ya.
Some see a coat.
Inspired by touch, by play, by listening and laughter. Inspired by family gatherings and one-on-one conversations. Inspired by long walks, long lives, and lives simply lived well. Inspired by compassion, by healing, by grace and strength. What inspires us at Franciscan Health is you. Franciscan Health. Inspiring health.
Hi, I'm Trip Lukemeyer, Director of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
From LaVille Junior Senior High School in Lakeville, Indiana, it's time for the 60th annual Everwise Union Bicounty Tournament on LVH1 Broadcasting. Day 1 just wrapped up here. LVH1 is brought to you by Everwise Credit Union, Betcher's Auto, Sale and Service, Hoosier Tile, and La Paz Lion Club, Cornerstone Community Fellowship, and Union North United School Corporation. From LVH1 Studios, I'm Nate Tingle alongside here Braxton Stone. Final score here in the LaVille Bremen game, it was 41-36 was the final score. Bremen taking home the win. Tough loss, though, for the LaVille Lancers. Bremen will move on to play in the championship against John Glenn. Before, at halftime, we made score predictions, and you were right. Bremen was just the tougher team. But overall, watching that second half, what did Bremen do to really secure that win for the Lions?
I said this at halftime. It was that they continue their physical play, and they tried to shut down the key playmakers for LaVille, and that's exactly what they did. They heavily limited some of the key plays for LaVille, and just got those shots off that they needed to get.
Yeah, and also it was great rebounding overall by Bremen. They really pushed the tempo a lot there after this replay. Just a lot of good things that Bremen did, but at the same time, a lot of good things that LaVille did in this ball game too. They played defense really when they needed to. They made crucial shots when they needed to knock down crucial shots, just like that shot you see right there. So overall for LaVille, you still have a good record to your name. Right now, you're currently 13-6. Right now, currently 3-2 in conference play right now. It is a good season for LaVille. Season's coming to an end, though. You look at this LaVille team going into sectionals, it's a scary-looking team. What does LaVille have to do to stay scary in sectionals?
I think you kind of got to forget this. You have a lot of seniors on your team, and this is very important. You've always been aiming to win Bicounty, and these girls haven't won in a while, but you need to ignore that. That's in the past. You need to, maybe take a day and more and move on. Start game planning all you can to get to that sectional championship, and hopefully, like last year, win sectionals, move on to regionals.
Don't forget, tomorrow night we still got more LVH1 basketball for you from the Bicounty tournament from the boys bracket tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow night's bracket. This is LVH1, the voice of Lancer Nation.